I'm 64 years old. I
Hey.
just have to talk a little slower.
Hey, guess what?
I was online when
Oh
I
no,
did
are we
that.
there?
We are live. Hello.
Oh my god.
Hello.
Hey everybody.
Oh, hello there.
Welcome to Scott's channel where I, Dylan, am going to be DMing some Chaos Crew for these good individuals you see here. I guess we should get to a recap, yeah? I don't think anybody remembers what happened last time.
I'm old.
Yeah, Solaris got magically aged by a ghost while our heroes were investigating a lighthouse. And then Solaris decided to run upstairs where her fiance, who also got aged, was, and then use a magical timepiece with the ability to teleport to try and teleport to Waterdeep. And there might have been a magical mishap, and she was transposed with Scott's character, Patience, who was, I believe, facing off with the Xanathar at that time. So that's where Solaris ended up. And I don't know if you are a viewer of previous things, but we've run into the Xanathar quite a lot, and we're not really on good terms. Not really.
He killed Locks.
He killed Locks, that's true. But yeah, so that's what happened. Solaris is in Waterdeep. Everybody else, thankfully, Kurayami, Patience, and Sunspot all know each other. So that was quick, being friends. But they also have a new pirate ship that they got up there and a gold dragon. So I don't know. We'll see how these crazy kids try and save their friend Solaris. Yeah. So I think we might want to start with Solaris herself. Yeah. Who has just appeared in a rather nicely furnished room. It looks kind of like a cave of some sort based on the ceiling and the walls and all that. But you know, there's tapestries and nice plush carpet. And in the center of the room, there's a big glass tank full of water, and floating in front of it there is the Xanathar, who's a big blue beholder, sort of I guess fleshy. You know, he looks like he eats a lot. He has some rings on his eye stalks, stuff like that, and he looks down at you and Renaer, who are now, well, Renaer's like in his 70s, you're in your 60s, and he looks over at his major domo, who looks like a dwarf appointed in black plate mail covered in spikes with big old horns on his helmet, and he says, what happened to the other one? What happened? And the dwarf says, I don't know, boss. Wait a minute, I recognize you. You got
What?
You got some wrinkles, but I'd recognize that scent anywhere. You're one of the ones who stole the treasure from me. And this right here is Mr. Neverember, ain't it?
Oh, wait. What?
Oh, look at those rings on your finger. Oh, interesting. I got some rings of my own.
Oh,
hello.
You look somewhat familiar, son.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I hear you've been going all around. Ain't that right, Amerigo? Aye, boss. That's right.
What?
I hear they've been going around Undermountain, going on trips for Acquisitions Incorporated, stuff like that.
Oh, well, that was a long time ago, my dear. Oh, I'm not sure how we got here. We're retired. Renaer sort of puts his hand in front of you, Solaris, and he draws his sword and he says, "Don't worry, honey, I'll protect you. Stay back, please." You're still so sweet, darling. Oh, I think these youngsters won't hurt us. We're just a couple of old people who've fallen through time. Well, good thing you fell right through time in front of me. That way I can get my revenge on you. Amigo, grab him.
Well, wait, if you hurt us, though, we won't be able to tell you about the fish and when it dies.
What? Excuse me?
The fish. We know what happens to it. Oh, it's so terrible. So terrible.
He sort of sits there for a moment and taps his chin with an eye stalk. And the eye stalk looks around behind him and he turns to reveal, standing behind him, sitting on like a little stool, is another dwarf. This one has an eye patch over one eye, a bandana, and what looks like a steel peg leg. And Xanathar says, "What? You assured me Silgar can't die, Ott." And he says, Aye, sir. There's no way that Silgar can die with my magic fish food, sir. Squints his eye. And he says, "Get out of the way, Ott. I can't hear Silgar through you." And Ott scoots to the side and you see a little goldfish looking through the tank. And the Xanathar floats a little closer to the glass and says, "What do you think, Silgar? What should I do with him?" "Uh-huh. Oh, really? Oh, that's not a bad idea." Xanathar looks back over to you, Solaris, and says, "Well, Silgar thinks that, I should make your suffering a bit more drawn out than I originally planned. So, I always go with what Silgar says. He's a smart fish."
Silgar, after we came all this way to save you from your future, you poor fish.
The fish goes,
I'm sorry that you're going to have to meet such a terrible end. Well, I didn't like to be eaten either, but I guess it's better inside than out.
You sure I can't disintegrate him right now, Silgar? All right.
Oh, I always knew that fish was the more dangerous of the two of you.
And Renaer says, "I don't think so." And he leaps towards the Xanathar, but then he goes, "Oh, my back!" And he falls to the ground.
Honey. Oh, dear.
Oh.
You know we're old now, don't you?
It looks that way, honey. Oh, boy. Oh, that's going to hurt.
And Xanathar
Help
says,
me, I can't get up.
All right. Enough of this. Kobolds, pat him down.
Oh, that's just rude.
Some kobolds
We're old.
forward.
Don't touch. I'll slap you. I take out my dagger and I hold it by the back of like the blade and I swat with the handle. Don't touch an old woman. Leave me alone. Oh, just shush. I'm old. How dangerous can I be?
You want to give me a persuasion roll or something? Or an intimidate?
Sure.
Or even a deception if you want. Anything you think.
I'm going to persuade them that I'm old and broken and they don't need to search me. Oh, well, that's a 17.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. So the Xanathar is like,
What do you think this is? Some sort of carnival?
And he fires an eye ray at the one kobold who you were swatting at, and the kobold just goes, "Ah!" And he turns to dust. And Amerigo says,
Boss, we could just, we could throw him in and check him later. Like, All right, Amigo. Listen, I want you to take these schmucks here over to Skull Island. Give them the sun death. I think you'll have fun with them until I'm ready for them. Understand? It's like, yeah, I boss. And Ott, you feed Silgar and you go with them. Got it? Like, aye, sir.
I look back and go, oh, something I learned is you have to be careful who you trust with the things you love most. And I stare at Art with a very pointed old lady stare. I'm sorry, Silgar. I'm sorry. And I'll follow away.
All right. So, Solaris, you are led out of the Xanathar's, nicely appointed audience chamber, I guess, through what looks like a dining room of a restaurant with like tables, and then past a podium that looks like a maître d' or something stands there, and then through what looks like a cave mouth, sort of with guards all around you, some bugbears led by Amerigo, the little dwarf guy, and Ott, the dwarf pirate. And it looks like this cave, as you get a closer look at it, it looks like a giant petrified worm, like you're walking out of its mouth. Kind of like this little guy right here. Oh
my! I did say it was better inside than out.
That's true. And you see down, sort of in the huge cavern that you find yourself in, down below you, down some rickety stairs, what looks like a bunch of wooden structures sort of just piled on top of each other to fill this big cave. And you find yourself in Skullport. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, we were trying to get here forever. I guess this is progress.
I've heard awful things about Skullport, Solaris. Stay close.
Oh, all right, darling.
Oh.
Watch your back. Here, lean on me. I'm so much shorter than you. It's like a crutch.
It's true. It's all right. You're cute that way.
Oh, I hope that Yami and everyone is okay. Oh.
Speaking of, nice transition, Jeanette. Elsewhere,
we've been standing here for 5 seconds, but it's felt like a month.
Well, that was weird. So Kurayami and Patience and Sunspot are all in this lighthouse, which we've just purged of like some necromancer dude. But coming in through the front door is our old friend Peggy Stickbeard, who, if you might remember last time, all of his pegs popped out and then like tentacle arms grew.
Oh.
So he like sort of slithers in and he says,
"Ah, another creature!" And I summon a weapon.
Oh, no, wait! I'm a friend!
I don't think you are.
He wiggles in panic.
Kurayami, tell him! Yeah, he's all right.
He just Zoidbergs away.
I fixed the boat! I fixed it with my pegs!
Hearing that Kurayami, I'm just like, oh, okay. And then just like, the greatsword's gone. Like, it was never there.
I know you said your friend was in danger. Maybe we could go and try and save her now.
Wait, how do you know about that?
I know everything, lad.
Summons greatsword again.
No! And he looks at the audience and says, "This might be a little tougher than I thought."
Who did he just wink at?
Who are you talking to?
He does that sometimes. It's better just to ignore it, honestly. But you fixed the boat. I did. Captain, I guess.
Well,
wait,
okay, it's better than just
captain.
It's better than just standing around the lighthouse.
I guess all of you are captain. Come on! And he's
aye.
out towards the rowboat.
Ugh. Sunspot will follow him out.
I wonder if he'll shrivel if you put salt on him. Oh wait, no, those are snails.
Maybe if we put a little soy sauce on him, he'll start dancing for us.
Oh, I heard they do that. Huh.
Who's soy?
It's a long story, Patience. Maybe we'll tell you when you're older.
Okay.
All right, so you guys head down to the rowboat?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So you get in, and as Peggy told you, the holes that mysteriously opened have all been filled with his old pegs. They just sort of shoved them in there. And he says,
Look, I can row both oars now. And he wraps his tentacles around him. Come on, get aboard.
Patience is kind of
Sunspot, like,
reluctant.
noticeably pinches himself to make sure he's actually experiencing this in real life.
You are, unfortunately.
Oh, God. I guess we should get in his boat, but
Patience
I don't know
is-
where all those pegs used to be.
Patience, already in the boat, looks out of the boat up at you and says, I'm not sure if this is a good idea, but okay.
It'll be fine. I've rowed plenty of dinghies in my time.
I mean, I've seen bigger dinghies.
Yeah, well, shut up. What does your name even mean? Gosh.
I think it's pretty apparent what my name means.
Do you
But
even
all right.
have parents?
Yes, I have parents. Do you
I
have
wonder-
parents?
What?
Do you have parents, sir?
My mother was a tree.
What was your dad, a kraken?
Maybe. I don't know. He could have been a great old one for all I know.
Oh, God.
Anyway. A great old one?
Long story. You ever hear of Slarkathel?
Gesundheit.
No, not a Chew, Snarkathel. He's the master of the Kraken Society. You ever heard of that, lad?
There's a society for cracking things? Can I join?
There sure be.
I hear they have really good rum.
Maybe, I don't know. I've never met him myself. Does sound like a sailor's paradise, though, don't it?
Yeah, a
I'm
bit.
sure.
But you said you know where Solaris is. Sorry, it's been a few years.
Yami says, yeah, you said you were with the Xanathar, so maybe by the power of magic, they were magically transposed with you?
Oh, God, not
timepiece.
Xanathar.
Yeah. Well, what were you doing with the Xanathar patients?
Oh, I was about to chop off his eye stalks and feed them to him.
Oh. Yami grabs her heart and is like, oh. I knew I missed
Sounds
you.
fun.
Yeah. Well, we can head to Waterdeep and we can get right back to that. What do you say, lads?
Yeah, sure. He mentioned something about his fish being immortal too. Maybe we could steal that.
Oh, maybe. So as you guys are being rowed towards your pirate ship, the Tortured Turtle, suddenly the water starts to bubble in front of the rowboat.
I cast counter bubble.
Do you have that?
No.
Impressive. And suddenly the water goes as a big bubble comes out, and you see floating in it is a big fish with like a water spout for a tail, wearing like a vest with beads on it. And he comes out and he says,
"Ah, monster!" Pulls out greatsword.
Hold! By fate, I demand it. Ah, yes, there you are. And he leans down to you, Sunspot. And he says, what ho there, Sunspot? I did not guess that I would see you here.
Yeah, I don't know who you are.
No, you don't. But by fate, I was brought here. You see, I was just swimming by on an errand here on your material plane, when, by fate, this... And he reaches into his vest and pulls out a parrot skeleton and says, this dead bird fell on me from above. Oh, what a twist of fate that it be not just some dead bird, but the guide of Sunspot, most beloved of Princess Lavender, whose tears could flood rivers and whose wails could cause haboobs. Ah, fear not, for I... And he sort of twirls his hand over the parrot bones as water coalesces around them, and the parrot jumps up. You can see the bones floating in a little watery parrot form. And he says, for I have returned your guide to life, that he may guide you yet down the path that fate dictates. No need to thank me. Oh!
Evil necromancy, I banish you. Christmas saving throw.
Oh my god. How about it? Oh gosh, what's up?
You might pass. I'm pretty sure you'll
let's
pass.
See. I don't know what a Marid's charisma is. Let's check.
They're baller.
I think they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Let me check, viewers. Oh, plus 8. Wow.
Yeah, don't they have advantage on it too?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. No, it doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Okay, so they have plus 8. 3, 9, 10, 11?
Ooh, it fails.
Oh my god. He goes, oh, and is sucked under the water as he disappears from this plane of reality. However, the watery form of Mar-a-Lago, the bone water elemental parrot, comes over to you, Sunspot, and he says, Sunspot, it's a miracle! I'm alive again!
Yay.
Well, I can lead you down the path to good once again.
I'm already good.
But I can lead you down to a path to more good. If you're gonna marry the princess someday, you have to be.
Just don't get me wet.
Roll religion
That might
check.
be hard.
I'm rolling a religion check to see if he's undead or if he's like elemental now.
Sure.
Oh, I got a nat 18. So
Oh,
I'm not sure
wow.
what my bonuses are.
Well, you would guess, Patience,
Mm-hmm.
that he does appear to be some sort of elemental, like, you've heard about animal spirits that on their way to like the outer planes have gotten like trapped in the elemental planes, and they sort of like merge with the pure elemental essence. You think that might be something like this, what you're seeing here?
Oh,
Although you're not sure why it talks.
Oh, I am sorry, a little awakened creature. I shall put you out of your misery.
What? No! No, I'm the guy to Sunspot.
No, stop.
Nice to meet you.
Don't.
Holds out a watery bone hand.
I was about to swing, and then Sunspot's super dramatic, over the top, desperate plea of mercy. Patient stops and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Sunspot. I didn't realize he was a friend."
More of an acquaintance.
We're best friends.
Oh, you made best friends that aren't rats, and I like punch you in the shoulder.
Listen, the rats were cool.
They were pretty cool. But anyway, how are we gonna get back to Waterdeep? Aren't we like super far away?
Actually, it's only about 3 days sailing.
If only I could wish my way there.
That would, well, actually, maybe if you hadn't banished that married, he could give us a wish, but I'm afraid he's gone now.
He'll come back.
We can sail there aboard the tortured turtle.
I mean, we could, I guess.
And Yami says, about that, I've been thinking about other names we could give the tortured turtle. That's a little, it seems like it's in bad taste. I mean, turtles are so nice, Why would you torture them? I don't know, Sunspot, Patience, if you have suggestions, I mean, I'll hold mine off to last because I think it's the best, but,
Oh, God.
Boat.
Make me...
Wow, I've never heard that one before.
Exactly. No one ever expects that one.
I'm going with Bodie McBoatface.
Wow, this is a crew of originality here.
Listen up, Calamari. Shut up.
That's a great name. I don't know what that means, but that sounds awesome. Calamari?
And Yami says, well, my name, I had a friend named Slim who kind of died before he could get a boat. So I was thinking we might name the boat something he was going to name his boat. named after, well, I don't have the tattoo anymore, but a bronze dragon who helped us named Xanathar.
That sounds awesome. Also, did he have a brother named Fat? Because I think I might have killed him on the way to the Xanathar.
Oh. Well, it's okay. I think that bloodline might be better off dead.
You okay over there in Waterdeep?
So we're naming the boat. I knew a guy named Slim who died before he could get a boat, and it was like he always wanted to name it. I don't have the tattoo anymore, but it used to be a bronze dragon. Is that what we're calling it?
I don't know if that'll fit on the side of the boat.
Not with that attitude.
You'll figure it out.
Bronze Slim?
Bronze. No, I don't think we want to go with that.
Slim Bronze.
Xanathar was the name of the dragon.
I don't know. I saw like Bodie McBoatface.
Maybe we could blend them all together. Xanathar, Bodie McXanathar, Boatface, Boat. That sounds like it sucks.
I got it. Xanathar sucks.
I can get behind that.
Sorry, I'm just seeing Patience with like magical graffiti.
Spray paint.
Just
Spray
SUX.
Xanathar sucks. Misspells Xanathar, so he kind of has to cross it out.
Oh, whoops.
ZAN. And then the rest of it's
Patience,
the right.
I'm not sure that's how you
Xanathar.
spell it. Okay, well.
It's a Z.
Oh, look, we're here. And they let down a rope ladder. And Volo's like, Volo, your friend, Voltham Gadarm.
God, he was there.
Yeah. He looks very uncomfortable as Peggy up, but says, good, you're back. I was worried. I was worried you wouldn't make it back from that haunted lighthouse. I haven't seen it before. Must be new.
Maybe you just haven't ever seen it before.
No, Volo, having not seen something, that's unbelievable, lad. Unbelievable. I've seen everything on Toril, from far returned Abir to the realms of the Thaymount.
Volo, where have I heard that before?
He has
I'm
book.
a famous author. Don't you know? I'm sure you've read one of my guides.
You write books, that's why I kind of heard of you, but don't really know. Okay.
Yeah,
Reading is very important, lad. What? Surely you've read one. Come on. Everybody puts a joke on old Volo. I know you've read my books. Bestsellers. At least they were 100 years ago.
Sure.
Now too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, Volo, we're leaving.
Yes.
We're leaving.
Are we? All right.
Yeah.
And then another NPC who's here. There's a lot.
We have a few.
Yeah, a old dwarf guy wearing gold robes, sort of dark skin, white beard, steps forward with a very fancy looking staff of a gold dragon and a red dragon wrapped around each other, and says, "What's this I hear about Solaris being in danger?"
Oh, you know Solaris. Are you like
Yes, I've known her ever since she was a little girl.
Yeah,
Wow.
she's in Waterdeep, we think. Maybe.
Yeah, that's a pretty epic staff.
Oh yes, this is the dragon staff of Agaron,
Wow.
given me by Renaer Neverember. Then he looks at Yami. No offense. I mean, no, it's whatever. You know, Aranax, now that I think about it, you could... She taps with her stump, and she says, I don't know, what do you boys think? Varrock is not paying any attention, so you can totally poke it. I could fly ahead to Waterdeep and help gather allies for us, while you two, I mean, she points to you and Sunspot, and says, you two could try and infiltrate Skullport, see if you could get Solaris out before the chaos begins, huh?
That sounds fun.
Wait, so you're gonna fly ahead and then 3 days later we show up?
Yeah. Listen.
How do you get your
I have
fly
to
spell to
use-
last that long?
Oh, I have my ways, lad. Don't worry.
Why can't we just all fly?
I sounded like Volo for some reason.
Volo,
Sorry,
shut
there are
up.
a lot of
Nobody
voices.
asked you.
Well, you'll see soon enough. And Arnax winks.
I think you got something in your eye.
Oh, yes. Must be a bit of
Stop that.
gemstone.
Sorry, I'm having too fun being dumb.
And Yami says, well, then it's decided. Arnax? And she lifts him up and throws him overboard. And he goes, ah! And before he hits the ground, suddenly he turns into a big gold dragon.
Holy crud! That dragon just ate that wizard!
We have to kill it!
I cast fly.
Oh my god. And Yami says, well, lads, I'll see you in Waterdeep. And she mighty leaps off the deck onto Arnax's back. And they swoop up in the air.
Sunspot's gonna look at Patience.
I'm hovering in the air with
I don't think we ever
with a
actually
celestial-looking longbow. And I'm like, and I saw just Yami just jump on the dragon's back and fly off. And I just look back and I'm like, I am so very confused. And I just fly back down, and I have no more spells for the day.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I don't think we actually agreed to Yami's plan. I think she kind of just went for it.
I mean, that's kind of brings back memories, to be honest.
Yeah, a little bit. So I guess we're setting sail.
Lower them.
Guess so.
Lower the sails. Pull up the anchor.
As luck has it, oh, holy crap, I can't talk. I must have had too much rum on that boat ride over.
Holy halibut.
Holy halibut.
Wait, you were drinking and rowing? That's illegal, sir.
Oh, if you won't tell, I won't. You won't tell, will you, Sunspot?
I'm thinking about it.
You won't be a narc.
Oh, that sounds nasty. Almost like a goblin or something.
I think that's a monster from the Monster Manual.
There's a manual for monsters? Awesome. Just open it, Patience.
Did you say patience?
Yeah.
Okay. So, for the next couple of days, you guys will be setting sail towards Waterdeep. Meanwhile, Solaris, you and Renaer are led through the streets of Skullport, past various interesting sights, including lanterns that look like they're filled with water, with bioluminescent hagfish going around in them.
Oh, that's adorable.
I don't know if I'd want that in our house, though, dear.
Oh, it's, it gives some, pizzazz.
I guess. And the dwarf in the spiked armor says, there's nothing more romantic than a dinner under the sweet light of a hagfish lantern.
Oh, that's a good idea. Come on, hon, let's go have dinner. I take Renaer's arm and turn to go and find a restaurant. Start mindless, trying to walk away.
The bugbear next to you goes like, oh, no, hello, no, we're going this way.
But he just said we should go to dinner. Didn't you hear him?
I don't think he said that. I got big ears.
He just said it would be romantic. Dinner under.
I said it was romantic. I didn't say you do it now.
Oh, don't take it back now just because now he won't let us do it.
All right, come on.
Oh,
we got a lot of ground to cover here.
My feet hurt. I am 60-something years old now.
The dwarf pirate Ott Steeltoes sort of comes up next to you with his steel peg leg, and he knocks on it, and he says, "Aye, that's how I lost this here peg leg, you see.
How?
Too much walking when my legs were tired."
Oh, well, I'm stopping here then to rest. I'm going to sit down in the street.
Oh, are we stopping? Renaer sits down too. Oh,
this is cozy.
Meanwhile, all around you are these
like mold-covered wooden structures, like leaning in. They look like they've been made of like shipwreck parts. There's ropes and pulleys and rope bridges all above you. This whole place, just like the air is inundated with moisture. You feel like you went for a dive almost, even in the short time you've been here, Solaris.
Everything is dripping. I think I'm melting.
You're gonna be melting if you don't get up. Come on.
Well, now that I sat down, you expect me to get back up? Do you know how old I am?
Amerigo taps his big iron boot with his hands on his hips. And he looks up at the two bugbears flanking him and he says, "Just pick them up."
Oh, do we get a piggyback ride?
Yeah, you get a piggyback ride.
Oh, I haven't had one of those in ages. Oh, this is the best. I've missed adventuring.
Big furry guys with pumpkin-shaped heads. They pick you up and
Ooh,
put you
careful.
like Merry and Pippin on the Uruk-hai's backs. And Amerigo's like, "Come on, come on." And you continue
Onward!
chomping along. Give me a perception check, Solaris.
Ooh, I'm not bad at these. I roll badly. I got a natural 20 for a total of a 28.
Oh my. Okay. So as you continue through Skullport, you hear what sounds like a person who's surrounded by like this crowd. He has a monster in a cage that looks like an owlbear, but it's covered in chitinous like plates all down its body, and it looks like it has two antennae on its head. And the barker is kind of like, "Come see the russet owlbear. Yes, you too can have it just for yourself. If you have a lair, I'm sure we can get the monster right just for you." And you see on the edge of this square that you're passing, you walk right by him. There's a big Etten sitting on the ground outside a building, but its two heads are like skulls. And it just kind of like watches you as you walk by. And
oh my.
As you continue, you see what looks like an abandoned shop, but the name on it rings a bell for you. It says Twinbeard's Workshop. And I don't know if you remember Jeanette, but in Dragon Heist, we met someone named Thorvin Twinbeard, who was the dwarf who made the mechanical Xanathar that he couldn't quite get working. But it turned out that he was not only the Xanathar's trapsmith and like engineer, he was also a spy for the Harpers. Unfortunately, last time you saw him was his corpse in the destroyed Xanathar's lair with Slim's body. So it looks like his shop is closed. But you passed by it.
Consequences, everyone. Consequences.
Renaer says, "Oh, he was a nice lad. Oh."
Yes, I think in the end he and my friend Slim went down together. Oh,
I didn't like
love
that.
To know
one.
how that ended. Oh, Slim, he was a work in progress, darling.
He worked for the Zentarum, didn't he? Oh.
But he made poor choices that he didn't live long enough to correct. Let's just leave it at that. He was young and impulsive.
If you ask me, he's drowning in the Styx, baby.
Oh, more than likely. But what can I say?
Well, if nothing else can be said, you have interesting friends.
Well, I hope they're all right, but I'm considering clocking this one on the head. I'm getting tired of this trip. They plan to kill us, it seems.
Ott, the little dwarf pirate, says, "No, the boss doesn't plan to kill you. Not yet, anyway. No, we're giving you over to Commander Sundeath. You're gonna have some fun with him."
I don't like new people.
I don't really like him either. Is this one of my dad's spies?
You know, darling, your father's a bit of an ass.
He's still my dad, though.
Oh, he's still a bit of an ass.
It's
but he did get one hell of a wedgie. Well, I understand.
It's true. Your friend Yami's something else.
Oh, Yami's amazing. That one's gonna do great things. That one's gonna do great things.
If you say so, honey.
Of course, we need to get her a couple of new hands. I was thinking about making some for her.
Oh, really? Interesting. So eventually, you finally make it out of the sort of wooden, almost cave that is Skullport, and find yourself standing at the end of a long stone bridge that arcs over the waters, the dark black waters of the Sargath River. And on the other side, you see that there is an island, probably the Skull Island that they said they were taking you to, that has a big old fortress on it with 20-foot tall walls, 30-foot tall towers, every now and again around it. And you see at the center of the island, among some other fortified buildings, there is a natural column just sort of reaching up to the ceiling of this dome-shaped cavern that the island appears to be in. And Amerigo says,
"What's that?
That's gonna be your home now."
Oh, look at that! They gave us a wedding present, honey. We got a new residence.
Oh, well, I have so many already. I won't have to pay taxes on this, will I? Oh, no.
I don't think they worry about taxes down here. I think
down here in Skullport.
No.
The only tax you gotta worry about is how taxing is gonna be playing with Commander Sundeath.
Oh. We better take it easy on us. We are old enough to be his grandparents, probably.
Well, and Amerigo motions to the bugbears who are carrying you, and tells them and sort of the other guards that are around him, around you guys, to head across the bridge and drop you off with Commander Sundeath. Meanwhile, Ott sort of elbows him and says, "What do you think, Amerigo? Guts and garters?" I think guts and garters. Come on! And Amerigo throws his arm around Ott and accidentally stabs him with his spiky armor. And Ott's like, "Oh!" And he's like, "Oh, sorry." As they walk arm in arm back into Skullport.
Okay. That was weird. What are they off to do? He stabbed him. Look, there's blood.
He does that sometimes.
Well, it's gonna get infected if it's not treated properly.
I'm sure Amerigo will be fine. He's tough. The boss is tough.
If you say so.
You're pretty nice for an enemy of the Xanathar.
I never said I was his enemy. I'm not sure what his problem is.
Well, I don't know. The boss can be kind of touchy. I guess because he doesn't have hands, so he has to kind of overcompensate.
I am concerned that he doesn't take it more seriously about his little friend Fish. We come all the way back here from the future to tell him that it's going to die and we can help him fix it, but...
Are you really from the future?
I mean, the last time I was here, I was much younger. Now I'm 40 years older.
Whoa. I think. I've heard about, magical stuff like that happening in Undermountain. I didn't think it was real. Oh.
Well, let me tell you. It's real.
Huh. Well, you'll have to tell me about it, maybe. I mean, if I don't get disintegrated or tortured or fed to a monster or,
Well, word of warning, those big statues up in Waterdeep that are all over the place? The old stories that they could move and do things?
Uh-huh.
In the future, they become the overlords of Waterdeep and take over. And they enslave everyone.
Hold on. Yeah, okay. This bugbear is just like a mouth agape. And he's like, oh. 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 Oh.
Telling you, about 10 years from now, you don't want to be anywhere near the city.
Wait, I'm gonna live to be older than 10 years from now.
Well, I think I might recognize you. Oh, I'm sorry. You probably want to get out of Waterdeep before then.
He lifts you off his shoulders and like puts you on the shoulders of another bugbear.
Ow, okay.
And is like, oh, sorry guys, something came up. And he runs back across the bridge.
Good luck.
Thanks for warning me.
You're welcome. Oh, he seemed like a nice boy.
Didn't he though? I don't know. Goblinoids are pretty gross.
Well, they can't help
racist?
it.
I don't know.
I think so.
You
should be a little more open-minded, honey.
Oh, well. My dad sends adventurers to kill him all the time, so I guess I kind of picked it up from him.
We have to come to agree that your dad's kind of an idiot.
I guess so. So, you guys are let in through the front gates of the Skull Island Fortress, and taken. Hold on, let me tell you what all you see. You pass a barracks with 10 Duergar. You pass a barracks with 70 thugs.
I'll kill them all.
You pass a barracks with 60 goblinoids.
This is
and
a lot of people.
Finally, well, also you see on the walls that there are ballista. Roll initiative, yeah. You see that there are ballistas and what they call flame cannons up on the walls of this fortress as well.
You know, darling, I did light a ship on fire with something that did flame. I mean, that could be our first starting point for our grand escape.
That's true. We blew up Jarlaxle's ship. It was pretty good.
Indeed.
That was most impressive, by the way, if I've never told you.
Oh, thank you.
I've never seen you more beautiful in the firelight. Oh no! Oh, I thought Jeanette died.
I'm here, just old. It takes me a minute.
The time dilation. And finally, as you reach the far end of the Skull Island Fortress, you pass 4 towers with a total of 12 gargoyles on top of them, who look down and jeer at you before you finally are faced with a half ogre bedecked in black armor with a tabard with the symbol of the Xanathar's Guild on it. And he says,
my new arrivals. Good to see you. I'm Commander Sundeath.
What was that name again?
Commander Sundeath. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
Oh. Are you the one that organizes the daily activities then?
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, all right.
Behold, and he motions back to the column behind him.
The Tower of 7 Woes.
Oh.
Somehow, an arc of lightning shoots down from the cavern ceiling behind it.
Oh, they have pyrotechnics, darling. Look, it's a show.
Oh, wow. It's a lot fancier than up top.
I think so too. I think we should really discuss tourism and Skullport. It could be a whole side business, darling.
That's true. We could make billions. So, we cut away from Solaris and Renaer as they're led inside the Tower of 7 Woes.
Woes.
Whoa.
Whoa, bro.
Whoa, bodacious.
Bodacious, dude. Sorry. Anyway. Patience is thumping his head on the mast because he's just bored after like 2 hours.
Well, don't worry, because the crew, seeing that you were bored, decide to put you to work. Because they just so happen, after the mutiny against Captain Athgar, they just so happen to have exactly 2 spots open on their crew.
Oh, hey, how about that?
For people to fill.
Wait, I thought we were the captains of the ship. They're putting us to work?
Everybody has to pull their weight on a ship, don't you know, Boyle?
Sunspot looks down. He's like, I'm pretty skinny, though. I don't have much weight to pull.
Well, we'll put you on something easy.
Well, it's better than being a general clearing out a settlement, so, okay.
It's true, I've never done that, so I can't say, but... Alright. So...
Patience works twice as hard, because he's, you know, like, the kid who's just, like, so bored and has so much energy, he just needs to put it in something. So they tell him to, like, swap the deck, and he's just, like, doing, like, the dojo thing, where they got, like, the hands on the ground, and you're just running back and forth.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sunspot's just carrying a mop to make him look like he's doing work.
Don't worry, Sunspot, I got it! Just go past you.
Alright. So, I'm going to use something from, which people might recognize from Jeanette's Skull and Shackles game. I'm going to use the Pirate Pathfinder Pirate Jobs charts here. So I need both of you guys to roll me a D4, I guess.
Ooh.
D3s don't exist, do they?
I'm not with that attitude. Do we re-roll on a 4?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, of course I got a 4.
So did I.
I got another 4! Why? Okay, there. Hey, that's my job. I got a 1.
Oh, wow, okay. And then
I could re-roll.
I need both of you to roll me a D6 then.
All right.
I roll the same thing again.
I know.
I'm waiting to hear what you say. Okay, I've got a 6.
Oh, okay. So, Sunspot, you get rope work. So you get to handle the ship's ropes, including coiling them, stowing them, and securing them to cleats and single and double bollards. I don't know what those are, but you'll figure it out. So...
I'm gonna get calluses.
You're coming from the monk.
The monk.
Hey, these are delicate weapons.
Don't worry, Sunspot. I'm sure you can do it.
Oh, God. Shut up.
And then, Patience, you get mainsail duties. You get the tough work of raising and lowering the mainsail.
Nice.
There you go.
A bollard is where the metal or wooden clamps that you tie the rope on.
Oh, okay.
I cast divination. I cast Google cantrip. So.
Oh.
I cast Google.
The pirates all like, oh. Arr, arr.
Wait, how do you guys all know what those are? You're pirates.
We don't know the terminology.
The
you
metal.
Think just when you become a pirate, they give you a test?
No, you come aboard to raid ships, not to learn vocabulary words.
Take the rope thingy and tie it to the metal thingy.
Aye. So, Sunspot, I need you to make me either a, I guess a dexterity check.
Okay.
I don't think you have the sailor background, right?
No, I have the soldier background.
Hey, soldier.
Are you both soldiers?
I think we're both soldier background.
I'm a soldier.
I'll have to find some way to work that in.
Natural 20, so a 25.
Oh.
Oh my god. Okay, well, Sunspot, you're just like coiling ropes like it's no one's problem, punching them into where they're supposed to go. Jeez Louise.
Hey,
the
Patience.
Other pirates.
Hey, yeah?
You want to see a trick?
Yeah.
I just learned how to do this.
Sure.
So I'm going to take a little bit of the rope and like rope that's not being used for something important. I'm going to take my short sword and I'm going to cut it. And I'm going to go, okay, watch this. Boop. And I cast mending. And the rope just...
Sweet. Does that work? Does that work on burnt rope?
We could find out.
Oh no.
I cast bonfire on the rope.
Okay.
For a single round.
So suddenly a fire come. Well, where do you summon it? That's the question.
Well, he's holding the rope, right?
Okay, so you just summon it on the rope. Okay.
It's not much. It's only 10 fire damage. Oh wait, no, sorry. 18 fire damage.
Oh.
To the rope or me?
Hopefully to the rope.
That's a good question.
He would. It's an area effect. Normally dex save. He would have it. So.
Oh my god.
Sunspot would be just out of that 5 foot.
Well, I mean, I have evasion,
square.
so if I make the save, I'm going to be fine anyway.
Just freaking cantrip at 18 fire.
That's impressive, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good.
That'd be embarrassing if you weren't. So
I just start burning. Ah!
Patience burns the rope. And mending doesn't work on burned things, does it?
No.
Oh.
There's nothing left to mend. It's like uncooking a cake.
Uh-oh, Sunspot.
I swear this worked last time. Come on.
And I just continue like doing my job.
So
I just like tie a little knot into it.
Patience, I need you to make me a strength check.
Ooh, I'm good at those.
Yeah, you guys got like your best attributes.
I'm not super good at. Well, yeah, this makes sense. I got 4 total, not 1.
Oh my god. Okay, so I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw then, since you failed with disadvantage.
Ooh, good. Not much difference. Okay, let's see. Yeah, 9.
Oh. I see. So you gain a level of exhaustion then from just like hoisting these sails back and forth the entire trip.
This is easy.
I think he's getting the hang of it, lads. Oh, all the pirates laugh. Meanwhile, I rolled. Bolo got a 3 on his D4 and then a 4 on his D6, which means he gets my favorite job from Jeanette Skull and Shackles game, turtle hunting. So.
Okay, but I remember how poorly he fought, so I'm not optimistic we're going to eat anything this whole trip.
Well, you feel the late fall breeze, cutting through your bones as they lower Volo into the icy waters in a rowboat. And it's like, I don't think turtles, I think they migrate away in the fall. Oh, you don't worry, lad, you can find them. All right. So Volo's going to do a survival check.
As soon as he's in this little boat, I go, row the boat, fast, go.
Oh, what? Oh. Volo's like, oh, should I? Oh, no, lad, no. And like the boat gets like yanked by the bigger ship, and eventually he like is calmed down and he tries to turtle hunt. I'm gonna give a disadvantage for that. Oh, of course, yeah. He gets a nat 20 and then 8. Of course. So Volo indeed does not catch any turtles. He just sort of gets a bunch of weird fish and maybe a squid in a net and is like, see, Volo got all sorts of sea creatures.
Yeah, but not the one you were looking for.
No, but I can tell you all about these. This is an Amnian pufferfish. They are known to go for a lot in Am, if you believe it.
I contemplate cutting the rope that's tethering it to our ship.
And this one, and he lifts up like a little shark, and he's like, this one is beloved by the Sahuagin of the Moon Sea. I believe they believe they're blessed by Sakola. The shark god.
Eat him.
Oh, they're down there. Oh, see, he loves me. I got a 17 on my animal handling check. Don't worry, we'll eat well tonight, lads. May not be turtle stew, but it'll be just as good.
Sunspot's just still staring at the rope like, I'm gonna cut it. I swear I'm gonna cut it.
So that's what you guys have to deal with for the next 3 days or so.
So I'm the only one who's competent at doing my job, basically.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
I gotta ask, would lesser restoration get rid of a level of exhaustion?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. I'm just like, spellcast. Nope, yeah, see, I'm fine, yeah.
Spellcast. Okay. So, after 3 days, finally, the rising edifice of Mount Waterdeep comes into view, with the city of Waterdeep built around its lower slopes. You can see high up on the mountain the walking statue known as the Griffin, sitting up there with its wings outspread. And the pirates tell you that they know that the way to Skullport is through the sea caves of Mount Waterdeep.
The sea caves?
Aye. Not many ships use them nowadays. I hear the hoist has been broken ever since the spell plague. But they'll never expect us coming that way, will they?
I guess not.
So what do you lads think?
I mean, we guess we have to go to the sea caves.
To the sea caves! But at this point, Patience is just shirtless, you know. Feels like it's one with the crew.
He's gone native?
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's just glistening.
I'm 20 charisma, so there's 20 charisma without a shirt on.
Oh, wow.
And he's got like Geralt level scars all over him too. Now I think about it.
Good. At some point during this voyage, Patience has just been in a bathtub, you know.
Sunspot's in the corner playing his flute.
That's great.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Since I always forget, hey, since you guys have all been great so far, would you all like an inspiration?
Sure.
Oh, I always forget that too.
I
always forget the thing in 5th edition, but I've quite enjoyed your role playing so far.
I am inspired to take
so
a bath.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. So, in that case, Sunspot and Patience, you guys take the tortured turtle, perhaps known as Bodie McBoatface, Zelapharn, Boatman, Xanathar sucks. Who knows?
Wait
one of those.
I'm a fan of just naming it Xanathar sucks.
Xanathar
and like it's all just spray paint graffiti of us killing the Xanathar.
Okay.
Who has stink lines coming off of him. Just
he looks like Mrs. Puff, that drawing of Mrs. Puff in the one SpongeBob. As if I really looked like this.
big gassy meanie or something.
Then Xanathar looks out his window. I don't even look like that.
What the heck? Can you believe this, Silgar?
Big-eyed meanie. There we go. Big-eyed meanie.
Big-eyed meanie. That's good.
And then us eating a fish.
Okay, so you guys sail around Mount Waterdeep and see, sort of tucked not far from the harbor, you can see where the walls go around the poor district of Mistshore and the manor of Mert the Moneylender and stuff like that. You see that there is a large cave big enough for a sailing ship to pass through. That has like stalactites hanging down. It almost looks like a monster's mouth in some ways. It looks rather treacherous.
Did you just hear the distance? Hey, you guys!
You just might. One-Eyed Willie might be in
We're
there.
on a pirate ship in a cave. Come on.
True. So you guys pass into the cave and the dripping water, and the water's here. You know, the rock has sort of started to ice over with the late fall chill coming in. This Marpenoth chill, you know. And the pirates tell you that, lads, we might be getting ourselves into a skill challenge. I don't know if you know about that.
Oh, I love those.
All right, I'm glad you're familiar with 4th edition. Good.
What?
Don't worry about it, lad. Come on.
You can just look into, you know how they say you can like look into someone's eyes and you can figure out what they're thinking. For patients, it's a wet match in a dark cave.
Sounds about right. So, I need all of you guys, including Solaris, to roll me initiative.
Oh no.
Oh. So we can try and figure out how this is gonna go here.
No, why Avernus dice? Why? They do not like me for this game. I got 3 total.
3, really? All right.
And the fancy dice cam over here.
Where you can't see what she rolled.
Oh.
I'll trust 14? Her on it.
Fancy.
I got an 8.
8.
Better than me.
Wow. How did you
I rolled
get
a 3 on the dice,
5?
but I have a +5 for initiative.
Hey, I also rolled 3 on the dice, but I have no modifier.
So my total with that is an 18.
18, okay. Oh, well, Solaris will go first. Interesting.
I may be old, but I'm still fast. Ooh, Nelly.
Let's see.
Reminds me of a certain
Count this old lady out.
Reminds me of a certain halfling monk.
Oh, good old Miss Beestinger. Yes, I've heard of her. Talented
great.
woman. Oh, Sunspot, don't be jealous, dear.
Are you kidding? You've not heard of the legendary tales of Beestinger? I heard that she fought off like this demon lady with like multiple blades and a pit fiend to save her crew.
Yeah, I lived in the woods.
For those that haven't seen, isn't that like episode 100 of CT?
Oh yeah,
yeah, that was like that. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
that whole thing was awesome.
Yeah.
Anyway, so as they go into the sea caves, meanwhile, Solaris, you and Renaer are in the honeymoon suite of the Tower of Seven Woes.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Which woe is that?
Whoa.
So, both of you are sitting in steel cages hanging from the ceiling of this windowless room.
Well,
there is water underneath you, sort of a very dank looking place. You can see other cages around you that look like they have bones and stuff in them.
Lovely.
And that's when Commander Sundeath walks in, and he says, "Wakey, wakey."
Oh, darling, ever since I got older, I wake up quite early. It's when I go to bed that I go to bed early. Don't you know these things?
Well, I hope you won't go to bed too soon. The day is just beginning. And I have a new game for you to play. This one's for both of you. This one's for both of you newlyweds.
Oh, darling. Well, actually, we're still just engaged because we
true.
haven't made it to the wedding.
We actually came here to get married, if I remember correctly.
I know. I thought we were going to see the priest, and we ended up in front of that multi-eyed fellow there.
Has the Xanathar been priested? I don't know. How do you say that?
I don't know if he's been granted the authority to marry in Waterdeep. I mean, if you asked him, I'm sure he'd tell you he has authority to do whatever he wants, but there's legalities and such.
All right. Enough of your old people chatter. We're going to play a little game. Now, I want both of you to sit so you can't see the other one. Understand?
Oh, but he's so handsome. Look.
Oh.
He looks so dignified now, even in his old age.
And Commander Sundeath glares at you, Solaris, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, is he doing something untoward? That's just
Perhaps.
terrible. All right, well, this isn't my best, but I'll try. Yes, that's terrible as usual. That's a 7.
Ah, okay. So you feel a sort of psychic
Ow.
stab in your mind a little bit. It doesn't do any damage, but
Oh, my brain.
he's just sort of like a exclamation mark on his demand for you to turn around and not face each other.
Are there any like flames or anything in the room? Like open flames, like
Yes,
torches or anything?
there are.
So Solaris will turn around and she's muttering under her breath, and the torches actually go up a little bit higher, like almost like in response to her being a little pissed. This is something new. She doesn't notice them. She just turns around in her cage. This is fine. Stupid. Ugh. Ow, I have a migraine.
So I'm going to ask a few questions, and I want both of you to answer to the best of your abilities. Now, I want you to raise your hand when I ask the questions for your answer. If neither of you raise your hands, you'll both get shocked. If both of you raise your hands, you both get shocked. But if only one of you raises your hand, only the one who raised their hand will be shocked. Understand?
This doesn't sound like a fair game.
Oh, we're just going to see. Well, as a disciple of Loviatar, the mistress of pain and torment, I have learned that sometimes physical pain inflicted on yourself isn't enough. Sometimes the worst pain of all is someone you love being hurt. So that's what we're going to do here.
I think someone needs to stab you in the eye, young man.
Oh, I'm afraid that's not going to happen anytime soon, old lady.
Hmm.
Now,
Right.
And he pulls out some note cards and he says, I have my questions right here. We're going to play the newlywed game.
Are there like little floating like magic eyes
Yes.
that are like the cameras, and somewhere there's all
He's
these
that-
bad guys like
All of a sudden, he's in like this suit.
Yes. Yeah, his armor disappears suddenly, and he's wearing a suit that's like all sparkly and it glows in the firelight. And yeah, there are those like security camera eye stalks that were in the Xanathar's lair in up top. Watching this all unfold. So, Scott, actually, since you played Renaer before, I was wondering if you might want to answer for him in this little game.
What?
Just
Okay.
'cause I want to be as surprised as anybody.
oh
Good
dear,
shot.
we're in big trouble now.
I need more tea for this.
What was that, sweetie?
I don't have enough alcohol for this, darling.
Can someone turn down the lights? It's a little bright in here.
We need the good lighting for the cameras.
What?
Well, that radio in the background's a bit noisy too. My hearing aid is going fuzzy.
Oh my god. Oh, by the way, Solaris, over the
Hi.
past few days that you've been in here, you do notice that I forget your mouse's name. Your mouse is still with you as well.
Oh, Gus.
Gus, that's what it is. That's right.
Yes, dear little Gus, my darling mouse. Oh, good. Hi, Gus.
Squeak, squeak.
Sweet, yes. Oh, good. You're still young. That ghost would have killed you in a heartbeat.
Sure would have. Thank God he wasn't looking.
That's why he's hides
So-
in the pocket.
My first question.
Oh,
Let me
boy.
make sure both of you are looking opposite directions from one another.
Which one of you has the most weapons?
Raise your hand when you have your answer.
Oh, this is the shoe game at the wedding reception.
It sure is. Okay, so both of you guys raise your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And he says, interesting. A couple of newlyweds who are evenly matched. Well, I guess you can be
oh my god, I can't talk, equally pained together. And he presses a button, and suddenly the two cages like electrify, and both of you guys are going to take
Ouch!
5 lightning damage.
Oh, no!
No, I have a pacemaker!
Oh!
Actually, my heart feels a bit more spry.
I hope that woke you up for the next questions. This is gonna be fun.
It did, thank you.
Renaer, dear, you know I carry far more weaponry than you carry. I mean, there's.
Oh, I thought we were raising our
rapier?
hand. I thought we were raising our hand to answer the question.
Oh no, dear. But remember, I have diplomacy and infamy and piercer and regret and wisdom and I used to have wits, but I lost wits. Oh, no wonder I'm having trouble. I've lost my wits.
I think you have wisdom too.
I do.
Which fits with your old age.
Well, once I lose my wisdom, well, it's all downhill from there.
So, Commander Sundeath electrocutes you. Then we cut back to the Xanathar sucks, which is
no, not a cut transition. Oh, my neck!
Flying through the sea caves. When suddenly you guys see floating in the waters ahead of the boat are icebergs. So, Sunspot, what would you like to do as icebergs threaten towards your ship?
How big are these icebergs?
Let's see. How big are they? Oh god. Oh yeah, they're pretty big. They're big enough that they would probably tear a hole in the ship that would sink it. You know.
How
huge size?
Like, do they look like they could be broken apart in any way?
They are not that thick. It doesn't look like though. You can kind of see through them.
How many are there?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see. There are 5 of them.
Okay, so I'm going to pick out the 3 that look like they're the most immediate in danger. Then I'm going to go, screw you, Xanathar, and I'm going to shoot my circlet of blasting and shoot out 3 scorching rays at those icebergs.
Well, you won't have to roll to hit. Just roll me some damage. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. 1 is an 11.
Ooh, hello.
10.
10, okay.
And the last one is a 7.
Okay. So you fire off from your circle of blasting. 2 of the icebergs just like turn into steam immediately. The third one starts to kind of like melt and shrink, but it is still sort of coming towards you guys. And then there are still 2 big ones as well. So Patience, what would you like to do?
How far away are they?
I'll say...
If I was on the very tip, the very nose of the front of the ship, how far away?
I'd say 20 feet. As of right now. Why? Why do you ask?
I was going to do something stupid. How close are they to each other?
They're relatively close to each other and getting closer as they get closer to the ship.
Okay.
Close enough that you could jump between them if you so chose, or something like that.
Oh, that's well in range of this. Okay. I summon my greatsword and I jump off the boat and attack one of them as a green flame appears on the blade.
Oh, hello. All right.
And I rolled a hit. Hey, there we go. That was a nat 18.
Oh my god, okay.
So...
that definitely hits.
Yeah, 25 would hit. So, it takes... This is considered magical, slashing.
Okay.
Oh, do I add my... Yeah, I do. Oh, that's cool. 9 magical slashing damage.
Ooh, hello.
And on top of that... Whoop, I'll count that. 6 fire.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And then that green flame from the blade that hits that one jumps off and goes to the other one.
Awesome.
And the other one takes 13 fire.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, you like sort of, I'm imagining you run up like the figurehead and leap off. Your blade ignites. You slice through this iceberg like freaking One Piece. It comes apart and just like melts midair as it's flying apart. And then the flame leaps off to the other big one, and that one also just kind of like melts into nothingness. So as your boat sort of goes down this cave, it only really hits this little teeny tiny one. It's gonna do some damage, but yeah, it did 5 damage to the boat, which I don't even think hurts it. So the boat just kind of like rams right through this little iceberg. And
how fast
patience?
Is it?
How fast is what?
The boat going past me while I'm in the water.
I was gonna say you're in the water. You know what? Volo is gonna say, "Don't worry, lad, I have you," and he's gonna try and lasso you up onto the boat.
Oh, no.
Wow! Wow! Don't worry, I've been practicing all day. He wraps around you with a 15, and he's like, "Oh wait, I have to yank you up too, don't I?"
I
need some help there.
I got it.
I'm gonna run over and try to help.
I got it. I don't know if we're going by turn, but
you can do it right now if you want.
I cast fly and I fly back.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm imagining Volo lassos you. He tries to yank up, and he's like, "Uh-oh," and then suddenly you fly up, and he's like, "Oh, I'm more strong than I thought."
That was some great fly fishing. Can't take.
No.
That was not my original one. I can't take that one.
I think I met an elf named Zebediah who I fly fished once with. He was quite a elderly fellow for an elf. But,
that's a weird name for an elf.
A little bit, but isn't Volothamp Gadam a strange name for a human?
You're just a strange human.
Wait, you're human?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, I thought he was like another dragon or something.
No, I'm as human as can be. Sure, I've been around for 250 years or so, but I was petrified for some of that, and also out of time, and also trapped in a book, and also a magic weapon. A lot of things have happened to me. But
a lot of bad things are happening to you, man.
I was in Ravenloft for a while too, wasn't I? Well, no matter. I'm sure nothing will go wrong on this voyage. So, you guys continue to sluice down through the sea caves as we cut back to Solaris and Renaer and Commander Sundeath. Who goes, "All right, audience, this is our next question. Who is the most likely to deal with a giant spider?" Do either of you raise your hands?
I think that's true.
Okay.
Solaris doesn't like spiders.
All right.
Remember
In
back,
that case,
way back when, a few days ago, when we were in the lighthouse and there were spiders?
were there spiders? I don't remember.
There was. I thought there were.
There was Wizzy, the rainbow spider.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, there was Rainbow.
Was his? Oh no, Wizzy was Yeah, Rainbow was Wizzy's familiar. Who was this spider? Yeah, that's right. That's right. I forget names. Okay, so in that case, Sundeath will press a button and electrocute only Renaer. So, Solaris, you hear Renaer, cry out in pain. Just like that. Oh gosh. As he takes 12 lightning damage.
I am dead. No, I'm kidding. He's not.
No, he's not.
He's fine.
I'm watching his hit points, don't worry.
Lonnie, are you okay?
Never better. Do you smell metal?
A little bit, yes.
I smell toast.
Everything's all blue.
No.
Is there a door to this room?
There is, yes.
if it's not currently locked, it slams open.
Oh, okay.
Huh? What was that?
Sundeath like looks around, expecting to see someone, ready to yell, and he's like, "I told you not." Sorry about that, audience. And he walks over and he closes it again. Never happened. I guess it's giraffier than I thought in here.
Doors these days. Back in my day, the doors would stay closed.
All right. Now I have another question. Let's see here. Which one of you was the first to say, "I love you"? Getting a deep dive here. Let's see how they answer, audience.
And me.
I think it was.
I think it was me. I'm pretty sure it was.
Pretty sure you said "I love you" and then almost immediately exposed.
You just hear from the audience. Oh.
Yeah. Ooh, how sweet. Beep. And Solaris gets electrocuted.
Shocking.
For 9 lightning damage.
This is the worst game.
A loud sound of thunder just seems to rumble from the floor.
Oh my god.
And even Solaris looks a little startled after she finishes screeching in pain.
Is she a storm sorcerer now? What's going on?
I don't
She's just
know.
using thaumaturgy.
Interesting. So, as Sundeath looks around, kind of like... Actually, let me roll. Yeah, kind of. What's your spell save DC, by the way?
It's a 13.
Okay, then he is. He looks a little unnerved by this. He doesn't know what's going on.
I may not know either.
Well, you know. So, we cut back to Sunspot and Patience aboard the Xanathar set.
My hip!
As you guys come to what looks like a maze of tunnels, and Peggy Stickbeard says, "Oh, I always hated this part. We'll have to be very careful not to lose our way in these tunnels. Keep your eyes peeled."
Okay, let's try that one. I just go for a random one.
Okay,
You put your hand on the left wall, and you just run around there. Eventually, you'll find your way out.
On the ship. So the ship just...
Yeah, so, Sunspot, what would you like to do here on your turn? Would you like to try and follow the left wall?
No.
No.
Like, what are my options? Are we
You can pick whatever like skill or ability you want, and then you just have to tell me what you do. And if it makes sense, I'll say yes. Even a little bit if it makes sense. If you can sell me on it, I will buy it.
You have survival, don't you?
Some obvious ones would be like, yeah, survival.
Yeah,
perception,
I do, but it's not great.
Trust me, it's that's adorable. It's better than anything Patience is gonna have for this.
Uh-oh. Well,
yeah, I guess like survival to try to figure out how to get through all this stuff.
Got it. See how it goes.
All right, let's see how we do.
See how we do.
Dirty 20.
Oh, wow. Okay. So,
and like, as I'm trying to figure it out, I touch my little sun insignia necklace that I always wear, and it kind of glows a little bit, and I'm just kind of like, that way.
You heard him, lads! Go that way!
And I look down, that never happened before.
Oh, maybe you're blessed by a Monitor, the god of the sun, as he used to be known, Lathander, but also he used to be known as a Monitor before that, and maybe Lathander again. I don't know. It's very complicated.
Wait,
maybe you're blessed by him, Sunspot.
I don't think it's him, dude.
Wait.
I don't know. He's the god of the sun.
Wait, we're in a cave, though.
Hey, the light of the sun can reach anywhere, I hear. You'd be surprised the things I've seen.
Sure. Anyway, we're still going this way.
Oh, right. Right you are. So, Patience, what would you like to do? Sunspot seems to be leading you understandable path.
I investigate to see if there's like, I don't know, any hints of that ships would have gone this way or something. I don't know.
Good
It's an
idea.
investigation check.
Yeah.
This is a straight dice roll. 14.
14. That's not bad. Okay.
Just, just to confirm that Sunspot's leading us the right way.
Yes. So you do seem to confirm that as you look down some of the other tunnels that he's not leading you down and see what looks like, wrecked ships. And you hear what sounds like maybe a waterfall somewhere. And then
there's like a skeleton, and it's just like this.
Don't go this way. See a big sign that says, "Do not go this way. You will die." Abandoned.
Do not dead. Open inside.
Yeah, as you do. And then up ahead, you see what looks like the tunnel that you're in kind of open up, and there's a waterfall kind of a ways ahead of you, and there's also a tunnel that sort of branches off in another direction. And Peggy says, I remember it. Just down that tunnel is the way to the hoist. You did it, Sunspot. Patience. Good job, captains, I guess, sirs.
Oh, now we're captains. Before we weren't captains.
Well, it's kind of nebulous,
Was there any paper on the ship?
Yes.
Can I attempt to make myself a hat?
Of course you can.
This is, once again, an attempt.
Okay.
Just intelligence roll, or?
I was thinking sleight of hand.
Okay,
we'll could do intelligence.
We'll go with sleight of hand intelligence.
Okay.
Like
yeah, that works.
Like rope tying or whatever. It doesn't matter because I don't have proficiency, so 8.
Yeah, it's one of those origami things where like you kind of got it right, but like
it's just a tissue on my head,
Huh. There we go. Full speed ahead. Sunspot, don't lie to him. It looks like crap.
Oh my god, shut up.
He
hasn't talked for 3 days. He says one thing. Oh my god, shut up.
And as you say that, a tentacle reaches down from the ceiling and grabs him off your shoulder, and he goes, "Ah!"
Oh no, we have to save him.
Good job, Peggy.
What? That wasn't me.
Oh no.
God! As more tentacles suddenly reach down from the ceiling out of the darkness.
Oh no.
We cut back to Solaris and Renaer, the Tower of Seven Woes. And Commander Sundeath says, well, faithful audience, these are some of our last questions. I hope you'll enjoy them. Now, which one of you would win in a game of dragon chess? Okay. So he goes, ooh, interesting. A lady with intellectual pursuits. Boop! You get another 12 lightning damage.
Ow.
And he says, now this is our last question. Ooh, and this is an interesting one. Which one of you would most likely fall in a 10 by 10 pit trap?
Yeah, that's pretty. Nope.
I think Solaris actually has. So
I spent a lot of time in that pit trap.
That's true. I remember that.
Like a month.
Oh yeah, the perpetual falling pit trap.
Oh yeah.
So Commander Sundeath presses the button again. Oh wow! Both of you only take 1 lightning damage from it.
And Renaer dies.
Let's see. Let me actually check Renaer's.
We're using Swashbuckler, right?
Yes, he is.
He's taking 18 damage from this.
He should be fine.
Yeah, it's 5 and then 12 and then 1.
Got it. So Commander Sundeath says, "Well, wasn't that fun? I hope you all got to know our prisoners of the Xanathar a little bit better. I know I have."
I need to change my pants.
"Oh, I'm afraid we don't have new changes of pants, so you'll just have to sit in it." Oh, how awful.
You said the floor is like completely full of water?
Yes, it certainly is. It's kind of like the torture room in Castle Ravenloft. Not quite as deep, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is he standing in it?
He is. It's about up to his ankles. It does not seem to bother him.
All right.
You can see though that as you sort of look through it, you can see like a skeleton hand reaching up out of it. Stuff like that. Possibly past occupants. Who knows?
I try to get like the arms, like the forearm parts, and the hands to sit like this, like one for each cheek, and I use it as a seat.
Okay. You could totally do that.
Nat 6 on whatever check that'd be for Renaer.
So Renaer like tries to maneuver the bones, and they just like shatter underneath him.
Yeah.
Oh, they must have had osteoporosis. Oh, darling, are you okay?
Yeah, me. I think so. Just give me another 5 minutes and I'll be standing up in no time.
You know what? I don't think I'm done with the fun for today. And
really?
Sundeath reaches into his flashy suit that he's wearing and pulls out a vial of liquid, and he says, "This is a special concoction that I got Madam Nightshade to make for me."
Painkillers.
Oh, I wouldn't say painkillers. I'd say painmakers.
Oh.
This was made with the distilled poison of my beloved Snookums. And I hope... Well, let me play. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a Xanathar by the toe. Well, beholders don't have toes, but who cares? That's the one that I will pick. Oh, Renaer Neverember. I've heard so much about you. You're going to be our little taste tester. What do you think?
No,
I stare at him intently, and then I say in a very, like, forceful voice, "Drink it!" to him. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Interesting. Let's see. He got a... Let me see. What's his bonus? I don't know if he has one, but I will check. Let's see. This is one of the bad things about a monster with... Oh no, he doesn't. Okay, that's going to be a 14 then.
Dang, he makes it.
Okay.
So I intently stare at him, but I am not intent enough.
That's a good idea, though. Would you like to spend your inspiration to try and give him disadvantage? I would allow that.
Oh, yeah. I think that's great. I'll definitely spend it.
I'll roll again.
She raises one eyebrow.
That'd be an 8. Because we got a 6.
Hey.
Well, he didn't make it that time. So that was command.
I thought so. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Then he goes. He's like popping it open and like reaching towards Renaer, and then he just sort of goes and downs it. And he's like, "Why did I just do that?"
Solaris is a little shocked too. Like,
let me see. Let me see here. Would you like to roll 7d6 for me?
Oh no, God!
Oh my God!
Oh, and he failed his card.
Oh God.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me? You got a 2 on the die.
We may have just killed the NPC. Or we just have to get out of the cage. So 7 of these?
Yep.
Yes.
I rolled low.
Oh, there's a lot of ones though.
There are, but that's 12, 14, 15, 16, 19?
19.
It could have been.
Could have been so many more.
It could have been. Okay. But he takes all of it, thankfully, since
he was
failed.
really close to the cage, right?
Yes, he was. Actually, yes.
There was like an obvious like key lock to this cage.
Yes. Yeah.
Would he have like the keys on a belt loop or something?
Oh. Make me a perception check, and I'll give you advantage since she's been standing here this whole time.
Okay, thank you. I do have his stats out now.
Okay.
17.
Excellent. Oh, yes. Yes, you do see that on his belt loop, that he does in fact have a key ring.
While he's drank that and is like, what was that? And then like having a cardiac arrest or whatever from the poison. I try to slide a hand, grab the keys.
Okay, go for it.
16?
Oh, wow. Hold on. Let me do a perception check for him. Oh, he got an at 20.
No!
So as you reach down, he grabs your hand and he like clenches down on it and he says, "What do you think you're doing, old man? You think you can steal from Commander Sundeath?"
I try to pull him into the cage to hit his face on the cage. Can I try that?
Oh my god. All right, make me a strength check. And I will make it an opposed versus him.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm super old. Is it disadvantage?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, thank you. It doesn't matter. I got a 3.
Oh boy, yeah, he has a +5 and he rolled a 10. So, you try and yank him, and he just like completely stands his ground, and like Renaer be like, pull your own arm. And he says, "You know what? I think I'm going to take you for a ride, buddy." And he's going to actually open the cage himself, Renaer.
No.
He's going to reach in, and he's going to yank you out.
No!
And he's going to say, "I hope your little future hubby-to-be enjoys flying." As he sort of just drags Renaer through the water, sort of toward going out of this room.
Solaris screams, "Let him go," but I'm not going to scream it as it booms like super duper loud, echoes off the walls.
Couldn't hold it back anymore. Sorry, you said for him to let him go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so he got what was your spell save again? It was like 13.
13.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm in range of that, aren't I?
Yeah, but it's just focused on him.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It's one person.
So was it a spell that like does damage, or are you just doing like thermometer?
Oh no, it's just
okay.
I just tell him let him go.
Okay. Well, he is more unnerved by this, and he kind of like stops and looks around. And he says, "You stop that before I sew your mouth shut. Now, you pretty boy, you're coming with me." And he just sort of throws the door open, and you see him drag Renaer sort of up the stairs, farther up this tower of 7 woes.
Do I think there's any way to get this cage open?
The conveniently key-shaped bone splinter from when I fell lands on the cage.
Oh my god. You could try to do something. Yeah. I mean,
I'm skilled at picking locks, but I don't know that I have any tools with me. Unless I still have my satchel that's a bag of holding.
The splinter bones, maybe.
Possibly. You may be able to jury rig something here, you know.
Do I need to roll to do so?
I want to try. I would say probably an intelligence check.
Oh boy. I am not really all that intelligent, but we will try this.
Really?
I'm of average intelligence.
Okay.
I have a 10.
Oh.
All
right.
I rolled a 13.
Yeah, it's not awful. Let's see. Let's see if you find anything here. So as you're sort of looking around, you see sort of sitting in the water near your cage it does look like there is a piece of bone and like maybe another metal lockpick that someone dropped before sitting down there. And you think if you were able to reach it, you might be able to use it, but it would take some effort to get over there. It's kind of out of reach if you just reach through the bars.
Oh boy, here we go, Gus. We're gonna have to get this baby swinging. Oh boy. So, I'm gonna start standing up, like I stand up, and you know, like you start to kind of do one of the try to get it swinging, and then once I get it going pretty good, I'll try to like go down and like stick my arm out and like.
Okay, I'm gonna cut to Sunspot and Patience while you start doing that. So Sunspot and Patience, you guys are on the deck of this ship. When suddenly, you know, these tentacles come down from the roof of the tunnel you're in, and they are gonna try and grab some people. I'm gonna do some rolls here. Let's see. Yeah, one of them grabs Mar-a-Lago. That was easy. Oh my god. I'm gonna say, let's see. One of them grabs Sunspot. So one of these tentacles grabs Mar-a-Lago off your shoulder and then lifts you up. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Okay. Another of them picks up Peggy Stickbeard at the wheel of the boat. And then Patience, while you and the rest of the crew are down there like, what the heck? As they're yanked up into the shadows, suddenly stalactites begin falling down onto the boat. So, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, Patience. First off.
Nat 4.
Okay. Excellent. So let me see here. So they fell.
So yeah, 4 total.
Got it. Excellent. Let's see here. You're gonna take 16 piercing damage.
Oop.
As one of these stalactites falls onto you. And then you see as it like falls to the ground after like cutting you, it kind of looks like a slug on the ground, kind of like trying to writhe around. And you can see that there are others that have like fallen on some of the crew members who are trying to like shield their hands with their peg arms and stuff. So Sunspot, it is your turn. You are yanked up into the shadows to face what basically looks like a stalactite hanging from the ceiling that has a bunch of tentacles coming out of it, a big eye, and then sort of like a lamprey mouth with a bunch of teeth.
So kind of Roper-esque is what it looks like.
A little bit.
I believe it's called a noper.
Okay.
It's kind of Roper light, yeah.
Roper light. Try out our new drink, Roper Light. 0 calories.
Oh.
Let's see. What do I want to do?
0 calories and all the entanglement.
I am going to. So, Oh, I know, Jeanette. I know.
By the way, since you're grappled by this tentacle, you're considered restrained, and you have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Okay.
As like these little bristles on the tentacle seem to sap the strength out of you.
I always forget what can and can't I do being restrained.
Your attacks are disadvantage and you can't move.
Thank you, Scott. I
I
always forget too, so that's all right.
I always confuse it with grappled.
Yeah, that's what I always do too.
But grappled is literally your speed 0. That's all grappled does.
Got it.
I'm just going to the tentacle that kind of has me wrapped. I'm just gonna go, not today. I'm gonna cast inflict wounds.
Oh no!
Oh
okay.
shoot!
That's always a fun one.
Oh yeah. Cleric time, bitches. So is this a disadvantage since I'm just touching? Is this a touch-based spell?
Yeah. It's still an attack roll, right? So
yeah, I still have to roll.
Yeah,
okay.
It'd be disadvantage.
No.
I know. Still.
Let's see. 14.
14. Let's see. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of AC. So you try and inflict wounds on this tentacle, but it like whips out of the way of your hand as you're bringing it down, and the magic just sort of dissipates off your hand as this thing shakes you all around.
Dang it! That's all I'm really gonna try and do at this point.
Okay. And Peggy says, "Good try, lad. Good try." Patience.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
How high is the ceiling?
Ooh, it is about 60 feet above you. You cannot see it through the darkness.
Even with my dark vision?
Well, how far is your dark vision? That's a good
60 feet.
Oh, yes, you can then. Yes, you can.
I was going to lightning lure, but they're not close enough.
And yeah, and then there are those piercers that have fallen on the deck that are like, they don't look like they're dangerous anymore, but who knows?
Okay, let me check my packed weapon, what it takes to summon it. I think it's a bonus action. I just want to double check. Check and stuff. Yeah. Where is it at? There it is. Back to the blade. Oh. All right. I summon a greatsword. That's my action.
Excellent.
After it's summoned, you see blackish flames appear on it. And that's my turn.
Yeah. All right. Solaris, we're back to you. You're swinging. What do you think you would roll for this? I was thinking either strength or dexterity.
Gonna say maybe acrobatics to try to contort myself and reach for that sucker.
Okay. Yeah, I can buy that. Give me
good. Okie dokie. Let's see how this goes. Oh boy. All right. Well, that's a 17.
Ooh, pretty good. All right. So you get this cage swinging back and forth, and I'm picturing you like you reach out and you're almost there, but you can't really get it. And then Gus scurries down your arm and he picks it up and he hands it to you.
Oh, see, everyone always said bringing the mouse along was a bad idea, but Gus, we know a thing or two. Thanks, little friend.
And he scurries back up into your cloak.
Oh, well, let's see if I can't open this cage and go stab a death person. What was his name again, Gus? That man, yes.
Squeak.
Can I attempt to open this cage door?
You certainly can.
Oh boy.
On the way up the stairs, you hear echoing, "My health insurance doesn't cover this."
Don't worry, you won't need any.
Now, I've got expertise in thieves' tools, but I don't know if this counts.
I would say yes.
Oh my! All right.
But this is going to be like equipment in Dark Sun, where it might break since it's made of like bone and a rusty little metal thing.
Oh boy.
Well, that's fair. I don't blame it. All right. No. First try, it's gonna break. Wait for it. Here it goes. I'm gonna roll.
Camera.
Uh-oh. It's either really good or really bad.
Oh,
19.
That's got a total of a 27, darling.
Oh my goodness. Oh, 20. Oh my. Oh, all right. So
I think. Let me do math. Yes, it's 27.
You get this little bone chip and this pick in there, and you hear the lock on the cage go, and the door just sort of.
Still got it after all these years.
Quick, 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 quick.
Oh, Gus, you better get inside so nobody tries to kill you. Where are my weapons, damn it? Do I see my things anywhere?
Not up here, you don't.
Not
in this room.
Do I notice any old weapons in the water?
Oh, good question. Give me a perception check. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I've got the thing. I haven't used this in a while.
Oh.
Nope, it's not that. I have what's called Eye for Detail. As a bonus action, I can make a perception check to spot hidden objects. And also, I don't have my goggles anymore, do I? They took my stuff.
Probably.
All right. So, but I can make a perception check. I thought it gave me advantage, but maybe it doesn't.
It lets you do it as a bonus action. So you don't gotta waste your action.
Here we go anyway. But that's not that great. That's a 15 to look around.
All right. Well, you do find stuff. It does look like there is a dagger that is sort of pitted and rusted. There is what looks like an axe, maybe a throwing axe. There is what looks like a... You don't even know how to describe this thing. It's kind of like like a spider leg, almost, in the way it's set up. But the end is kind of a little like glaive at the end.
I have no idea what this thing is. I'll take it anyway.
Kopesh?
Those are the only things that look like at least partially usable weapons that you see here.
No, I'll take those with me. And then I'm going to try to quickly but stealthily follow after my man.
Got it.
Wait till my father hears about this.
What? Do you want me to roll a stealth check?
Sure, you can if you'd like. Commander Sundeath says, "Oh, don't worry. Your father and all his friends will hear about this. Just be very assured of that."
The last person who did anything to him lost their hands.
I'm not worried. I bet she wasn't half ogre.
Well, it ain't over ogre yet.
Screw you.
Sorry.
All right, Jeanette, what'd you get?
A dirty 20.
Oh my god. Holy cow. All right.
Hey, that's pretty terrible for me. I should have at least gotten higher.
It wasn't bad for this. All right. So,
oh, you're the stereotypical old master who do something really spectacular and you're like, not as good as I used to be, a little rusty.
So the roper, which is totally not what it is, but it is.
The noper
is going to reel you in, Sunspot, on its turn, and try and take a big old bite out of you.
I am going to.
It has advantage because he's restrained.
Yes, yeah, I just remember that.
Oh, but it won't because I'm going to use my reaction to use my new warding flare. So you suddenly see just this bright burst of light shoot out from Sunspot, which would normally give disadvantage. So now it's just a straight roll.
Sunspot.
Its eye just sort of goes around and around as this flare comes up. All right, so it just has a regular attack then, huh?
Yep.
That would be, 19 to hit.
That's my AC.
Oh,
is it really? Wow.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I have a high AC.
All right. You're gonna take 23 piercing damage as this thing shoves you into its mouth.
23. Okay.
And then you see patients. More tentacles come down, and they actually wrap around the piercers on the ground and lift them back up to the ceiling.
Can I swing it? No, it's not voluntarily moving on its own. Never mind.
Well, do you want to take a swing at one of the tendrils?
Yeah,
I
sure.
could do that. Since you're standing right next to one.
Yeah, let me double check this spell I have. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll swing at it. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure the flames on the blade. I wasn't sure if they would stay or not if things happen. I got 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Well, the greatsword deals 8 magical slashing damage.
Okay.
But the searing smite that was on it.
I know all about smites.
Deals an additional 1. No, actually, it deals an additional 6 fire damage because I'm a celestial warlock, and fire and radiant damage. I add my modifier.
Nice. So you.
It stays on fire, by the way.
Oh my god!
It has to make a save to put itself out.
Well, I'll tell you what happens. So you slice through this tendril, and it falls, burning onto this piercer, who is just like trapped under its parent's tendril now, and is just like as it burns to death under the flaming tendril on your boat. The other, I'm gonna roll for the pirates, see how well they do here. Oh, they roll an 18. Okay, so seeing you do that, the other pirates are like, "Come on!" And they start just swinging their scimitars and their cutlasses and their hook hands at the other tendrils coming down. Oh my gosh! And they pretty much stop most of the piercers from getting pulled back up to the ceiling, thanks to your guidance.
I just realized I'm also shirtless.
You are.
I'm Conan the Barbarian right now.
It's actually really accurate, yeah. And Sunspot is the damsel in distress.
Unfortunate.
His princess.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I'm just gonna try and keep this little combat snappy, if that's all right.
Yeah, that's.
Jeanette.
Oh.
So the roper. Sunspot, have you gone? No. Okay. Yeah. Sunspot, you're next. Sorry. I'm excited. Okay. Sunspot, it's your turn.
Am I like right up face to face with the roper now?
Yes. And you have dazed it with its eye now from your flare.
Oh, I'm just gonna do what I do best, and I'm just gonna start punching it. As best as I can. I know all of these attacks are gonna be at disadvantage.
Rocky Carapace.
It's playing like Bloody Knuckles, where you would punch the wall instead of punching each other's fists.
Let's do it.
Okay, that is a 13.
Okay, that does not hit.
Okay. 22.
That will.
Okay. And then I'm just going to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows to keep going.
Oh, boy. Okay.
17.
That'll hit.
I mean, you're in the Maw of the Beast. Makes sense.
10.
A 10 will not.
Okay, so 2 of these hit.
Okay.
So that is... It's been so long. 14 bludgeon damage. And... it needs to make a Constitution saving throw, because I'm going to spend another key point to make it a stunning strike.
That's a 7.
Hey!
He's stunned until the end of my next turn.
Interesting. Okay. Well, let me look something up here. Hold on. I have a question.
Are you asking if it's going to drop me?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Okay. So you punch this thing. And I'm imagining since it bit you, you're like right inside of its, meaty maw.
Yeah.
So you just
like I'm punching the roof of its mouth. Like,
yeah. So this thing just goes, and it detaches from the ceiling and lands on the pirate deck. Patience, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw as it comes falling towards you.
8.
Oh my god. All right. You're going to take 11 bludgeoning damage as this big stony thing lands on you. Peggy Stickbeard is able to free himself, and he's gonna go over and he's gonna like stab at it with a cutlass that he has in his little tentacle.
He should have like 8 cutlasses for all his tentacles.
That's a good idea. I'll give him multi-attack. Why not? Oh my god, he rolled 9 on both. And then 18. Okay. So he's able to get one of his things through the carapace, and he goes, "Ah, look at that! I did it!" And deals a little more damage to it. Patience.
Mm-hmm.
It is your turn.
All right. For my action, I'm currently pinned underneath it, right?
You are.
All right. It immediately needs a dexterity saving throw, as appearing right in front of it is just a small squadron of Hell Riders of Ethereal, like spectral ghosts of them, just seem to phase up out of the deck as I cast Guardians of Faith on myself.
Uh-huh. Well, it definitely failed.
Okay, it takes 20 radiant damage.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And then as a bonus action, I heal myself.
Okay, understandable. So this Roper is like stunned by the flare, punched down, knocked to the ground by a stunning strike. Then Hell Riders just kind of charge along the deck over it.
And it's just like, screw this, man, I'm out here.
I was gonna say, I'm actually gonna say, it sort of like shakes itself too, and then reaches back up onto the ceiling and like takes all of its kids and just pulls itself up, and then also uses its tentacles to just like push your ship. But
I'm assuming it let me go.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, because I was there like,
no one, however, is at the wheel, and you guys are careening towards this waterfall. You do see that to the side there is a tunnel that evidently goes to Skullport. What would you guys like to do?
Obviously, running up to the wheel. Yeah.
How far away is the wheel?
You can make it there in one turn.
Oh,
as a monk, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, am I running up or?
That's a good point. I need you to make me, gosh, I guess a athletics check to try and just really fast and hard turn the wheel.
Can I help him? Can I give assistance?
Oh, I thought Sunspot was rolling because he would get there faster.
Whoever wants to roll can roll. I'm not taking.
You should probably roll.
Okay, I'm shirtless. I'm shirtless. What is my how does my 16 strength look compared to you? Probably better. I don't know.
Double.
Okay, yeah, I'm rolling. All right.
And you have advantage because I'm trying to help.
Yeah, with advantage. These dice hate me. 13.
Oh, okay.
I'm proficient too.
So, you're headed towards this waterfall, but you right at the last second, and the boat just like against the rock wall, but you're able to make it into the
drift
tunnel.
in.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't seen drifting like that in 200 years.
The rope on the ceiling's like, mission status sick.
So you guys are able to pull into that tunnel, and not even like 5 minutes after pulling into that tunnel, still out of breath and everything, you suddenly come into a large cavern at the foot of what looks like an enormous retaining wall in front of you. And Mar-a-Lago says, "Sunspot, what do you think they keep in there?"
How would I know?
I don't know. You're wise.
It's probably where they keep like weapons and crap.
Oh, thank goodness you survived. I thought that thing was going to eat you.
I thought so too, but I mean, it made of water, so maybe I just passed through it.
We could. Oh gosh, did he pee you out?
I'd rather not talk about it, Sunspot. It was very traumatizing.
Listen, I've been to that material plane. I understand.
So we cut from that back to Solaris. So Solaris, you run up. The level right above where you're at appears to be an armory of some sort. And with your investigative skills, I don't think it's hard for you to find your stuff there.
Mine.
However, up above you, another level, you hear like a dragon roar. You just hear,
Oh no, they've got a dragon.
My stomach's acting up again.
Those prunes go right through me.
So what do you do, Solaris? Are you gonna run up there?
I am going to collect my things. I am going to use disguise self to make myself look like myself when I was young.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm going to dash up there.
So, you appear on a balcony on the 7th floor of the Tower of Seven Woes.
So many stairs.
Commander Sundeath has Renaer in his grip, and he is climbing up onto the saddle of a enormous black wyvern, who sort of whips itself around and just sort of hisses at you with its cobra head. And I think that's where we'll end it for right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I already did that, honey.
Oh my god.
I did that at 8:30 this morning like I do every day.
At least I'm regular.
There was a lot more toilet humor in this last 5 seconds than I thought.
We have had a party member go to the plane of poop, so I mean.
Sorry, we're being a little shitty this episode.
Well, as long as we have to deal with the tampon bucket, it's fine.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Never again.
Never again.
It was terrible.
Oh my god. I still have nightmares. So, I hope you all enjoyed that little Chaos Crew adventure there.
Yay! Good job, Dylan.
We'll see what awaits our heroes in Skullport next time, especially Solaris, facing off with Commander Sundeath and his wyvern mount.
Oh boy.
But for now, let's do some outros. Scott, what do you got going on?
Well, seeing this on my channel, I'm not sure if we're going to send this to Sean so he can put it on his YouTube channel or not.
We'll see.
But if not, please head over to PowerScore RPG. That's where this campaign is normally at. And he has a lot of other spectacular campaigns, including Dungeon Academy, where they're finding the rods of 7 parts. And I think they have 6 of them, or they're close to 6.
Sure do.
Which is nuts. For live stuff, in about 2 hours, a little under 2 hours, we're actually going to continue Ghost of Saltmarsh. And we're doing the game that Sean actually had you guys go into, the Isle of the Abbey. So
that one was a nightmare.
Yeah. Jeanette knows, because she's going to be there in about 2 hours.
Well, look, have fun.
Yeah. And that's me. That's my stuff.
All right, Jeanette, what do you got going on?
Oh, hi. So I'm gonna be on Scott's channel in a little bit, and it's already been scary, so come watch. It might be bad. We don't know. But so that's at 7. And then I, on my Uncanny_Adventures channel tomorrow night at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, we're gonna continue our Skull and Shackles D&D 5e campaign, where Dylan is a member of the party. A certain cook's mate, Sahugan bought. So that game will be back tomorrow night, and we play every other Sunday at 4:30. On Tuesday night this week, we have our Shadows over Stillwater game, which is Call of Cthulhu in the Old West, at 7 p.m. Eastern, and that's every other Tuesday. And then every other Monday in the off week from those 2 games, we have Beneath the Burning Sun, which is also a Call of Cthulhu campaign at 7 p.m. Eastern time on my channel. So that's what I've got going on right now. Also, you can listen to games. I put them up as podcasts, so you can listen to them, and they're on my YouTube,
including several with Scott, myself, and Jamey.
Well, you should definitely check out Reign of Terror.
Oh my
They're
God.
all in it, and it's fantastic.
That was also a nightmare.
Don't get too attached to anything. That's all I'm saying.
Nope. So Jamey, what do you got going on?
Nothing, but you could just follow me on Twitter for some trash stuff, because I'm a cool person.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough for me. All right, everybody. Thanks for stopping by, coming to watch. Have a nice week, and I guess we'll see you here next Saturday for more fun with the Chaos Crew.
Yay! Bye.
Okay.